Welcome, everybody. We have got not a lot going tonight, actually. Just two breaks this evening. One is a Gold Rush full-size football helmet, and the second one is the back half of a case of Contenders Draft Picks football. So not a lot going, because we got to get ready for Bowman baseball, which is coming tomorrow. But what we do have is going to be a lot of fun. Before we start opening things up, let's take a minute to run through a few things here. First up, thank you to everyone. I appreciate everybody who bids with me, breaks with me, comes by to chat, just watches and hangs out. Thank you to everyone for participating in whatever way you do. And secondly, quick note there about my feedback. It's completely automated on eBay. So what that means to you is anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you're going to instantly get it in return. Next up, we're taking a look now at the upcoming breaks that are already listed on eBay. This is the stuff that's ending over the course of the next 5 days. Tomorrow night, we're just going to do a baseball jersey and then a half case of Bowman baseball, which comes out tomorrow. Note that we are starting a little earlier than normal tomorrow night, too. We're going to begin at 9:30 Eastern. Then Thursday night, we've got an autographed jersey, a one-box break, a half case of 2011 Prime Signatures football, another half case of Bowman baseball. On Friday, we've got a few one-box breaks, and then we're going to start some Score football, the 2018 Score football. We'll do a third of a case of that, which is like some crazy amount of cards, like 1,600 cards, I think, in a third of a case. It's a lot. Saturday is all basketball, all kinds of basketball, one-box breaks, as well as a quarter case of Donruss basketball. Looking for those next day autographs in there, those on-card next day autos. Sunday, we've got, we'll start the new 2018 Game Day Greats football jerseys. We'll do another half case of Prime Signatures. We'll do a full inner case of the Onyx Preferred Players autographed baseballs. If you guys haven't looked at the checklist for that, oh, you should. It is really good this year. And I have it, I believe it's in one of the pictures, and I may also have it written out at the bottom of the description as well. So check out the checklist for that. And then, of course, Sunday we'll do some more Bowman baseball. For tonight, we're going to start off with our Gold Rush full-size football helmet. It is a completely free shipping break. Anytime you have a break with totally free shipping, you're going to have it go out in about 6 or 7 days after the auction ends. So I'm anticipating the helmet to ship on Monday. Sometimes they go a little sooner, you know, if you have a package going out faster than that, or if I happen to just get way ahead. So sometimes that might happen. Our paid shipping break tonight is Contenders Draft Picks football. I have that listed to ship on Friday. Realistically, I think I can get that out to you faster than that. But to be on the safe side, it's listed as roughly a Friday shipping date. And finally, the other thing you need to note on here is about consolation cards, which is if your team or your bidding position doesn't pull anything in a break, you are still entitled to a consolation trading card for your team. Can be from any year, any series, would typically ship with your next package. Can come sooner if you just shoot me a message on eBay and let me know you want it sooner. So 2018 Gold Rush full-size autographed football helmet, break number 5, 5th time we've been in this one. Ended tonight, the 24th of April, live streaming tonight, the 24th of April. Team names on the left, winning bidders across from it on the right-hand side. And, of course, a new spreadsheet will go up when we get ready to do Contenders Draft Picks. So if you're in that break, you're going to get a chance to see your name up on the screen here in a few minutes. Finally, you will notice that the background goes out of focus. That is by design. So not to worry, we should still be able to see everything without any problem. Be helpful if I could maybe not bump into the thing that made the screen move, though, huh? That might have been to our benefit. Maybe motion sickness or something, right? All right. Let's get this out of here. And I've got another box. They boxed these up like 20 different ways to Sunday in here. Our helmet tonight is for the Panthers. And I never ever say his name right. Is it Keckley? Keckley? It's Luke anyway. You know who he is. You also know that I never pronounce any of the names right. So that kind of goes without saying. Here's your JSA authentication that goes with the helmet. And our matching JSA authentication sticker there on the back. So we'll take one more little go around there to take a look at that. And there it is for the Panthers with Luke Keckley, whichever way you say his name. So congrats to the Carolina Panthers on the full-size helmet. That's going to move us right on into Contenders draft picks. We're not messing around tonight. We don't have anything but the 2 breaks. I wanted to make sure I could get lots of stuff sorted and in process before we start what is the monster known as Bowman Baseball tomorrow night. So if you are in Contenders draft picks, once again, please just take a moment to review the info there in regard to your anticipated shipping date and about the consolation cards. This is 6 boxes of 2018 Contenders Draft Picks football. It's a half case break. It's the back half of a case we started last night. This is break number 4. All of the spots were sold by the first letter of the last name. Like our helmet, it ended tonight, the 24th of April on eBay, and we're live streaming it tonight. A few things in there you see that say no bids buyback. Those are just unloved orphan letters there that no one bid on, so anything that comes out for one of those letters is going to hang out here with me, sadly, and join that giant mountain of cards that I have to one day sort. I say one day because it just never seems to happen. I managed to get little chunks of it done, and then that's it. Like I can't ever seem like I can get through all of them, but hey, well, we do the best we can. If you happen to be watching live and you want to participate in chat, but you don't see an option to do that, a couple of things you need to know. The first one is that you should be logged into YouTube. The second one is if you're on a mobile device like a tablet or a phone, you will have to also, besides being logged in, you'll have to also click on that link that says you want to view the desktop version. Hi, Mike. I see you there in chat. How are you? So we have 6 packs per box here in Contenders Draft Picks, and each one of our packs is going to have a hit in it, and most likely we'll have some other inserts and things as well, but we should have 1 autograph hit per pack. Speaking of, I guess I better get a few sleeves out. And our first out is DJ Chark, numbered to, does that say 15? Yeah, really nice low number to 15, an on-card signature there for bidding position C. Oh, you missed the S tonight, but you got H and K. Well, that's all right then. We'll have to try to find you something good in H and K. Collegiate Connection, guys, we're going to find one of these in every pack, so I'm going to set them aside. We will use random.org to figure out where they go at the end of the break. So, of course, some of you were in the break last night as well. You know we pulled some seriously awesome stuff out of there last night. So I'm kind of hopeful that we're going to pull some more like that tonight as well. This is Nick Simonek for the S's. So one thing that I have noticed about Contenders Draft Picks, we do seem to kind of duplicate up within the case anyway, right? I mean, yeah, we definitely have that happen. In the first case, we found a couple of Saquon Barkleys. We found 2 Rosens last night, cracked ice to 23. One was Rosen by himself. One was a collegiate connection also with Mora, his coach at UCLA. Here is Ejiofor, Duke Ejiofor for the E's. Ohio baseball card exchange. I did not even pay attention that that was Chark's jersey number 2. That is pretty cool. So that actually works out to be even a little better than we thought. It was already nice. The 15 and jersey number makes it even a little nicer. Of course, I'm just anxiously waiting for the draft. I can't wait for Thursday night to get here. I'm so pumped. It's going to be so much fun. First night is always so much fun to watch. This is to 99 Leonard Fournette insert. And our autograph is to, what does that say? 99. I was looking at it upside down. Oh, boy. And the E's are kind of cleaning up already. This is Tremaine Edmonds. So we've had a couple of hits for bidding position E come out kind of back to back there. I know what I'm getting ready to say is about baseball and we're opening football, but I just have to share it anyway. I really do. There is a site, Blowout Cards, that is offering $60,000 for the signed Ohtani 1-of-1 Superfractor out of Bowman Baseball that comes out tomorrow. This is for the H's, numbered to 99 with, is that Deshaun? Yeah, Deshaun Hamilton for the H. $60,000. They do have 2 caveats, apparently. One is that it has to be mint according to, I guess, the Beckett grading standards. I know they certainly can't expect us to have it graded that fast because Beckett's about 700 years behind. And the second one is you have to have it in their office by May the 11th. But $60,000 guaranteed. Is that not crazy? Hayden Hurst, the H's again. So normally I would just be trying to buy the Reds, right? Because we're going to have Hunter Green in there and some good Cincinnati Reds, which will be a nice, refreshing change from most of the bad Cincinnati Reds that we have on the field playing baseball every day. But I think I'm going to have to try to buy some of the Angels because 60 grand, I mean, I want a shot at that. Probably got better odds at hitting that than I do the lottery, so I don't know. I think that's crazy money, but it's kind of cool. Cortland Sutton, that is a nice little hit for the S's. It is cracked ice to 23, a school colors insert. It is a sticker auto, but a very nice hit for bidding position S. So, I mean, I know Ohtani stuff's been crazy lately, price-wise, but 60 grand is so insane. I just can't even. Oh, Mike, you're saying ugh because you lost out trying to get the S position tonight. I know, but we have pulled you some stuff for your H's. Not your K yet, but your H's we have. Harrison Phillips for the P's. And, of course, we're going to move into the next football we open is going to be Score, at least by the case. Well, obviously, we have some one-box things and whatnot in between now and then. But we'll start opening Score, 2018 Score, on Friday night. And I'm doing it as a third of a case because there's 400 cards per box. So those 4 boxes are going to be 1,600 cards. That's just a massive amount of cards. For bidding position D, we have Duke Dawson. But at least by Friday night, we'll have an idea of where all of our round 1 guys are going, obviously. We'll know that after Thursday night. And our round 2 and 3, we should have some ideas on as well by the time we start busting into that Friday night. This is an insert numbered to 99 for Sue. And we have a little cracked ice to 23 for the A's with Anthony Averett. Pulled a lot of cracked ice out of this case, considering that we had 2 last night, and then we've already had a couple tonight. As a whole, this case has been pretty good so far. So far, so good. But you know, now the Browns are floating out there that they might take Baker Mayfield as number one. You know that's got to be a smokescreen. They're not going to really tell anybody who they're taking as number one. Richie James for the Jays to 99. I think they should take Barkley. Pick up a quarterback with their fourth pick. I mean, they've got Tyrod in there. It's not like they're not going to have a QB if they don't grab one right away. And there's so many quarterbacks in the draft, they're definitely still going to get somebody good with the fourth pick. I think they should take Barkley number one overall and then see what's sitting available when their pick number 4 comes up. Samuels, Jalen Samuels, bidding position S. Well, you're right. The number 1 pick is a very expensive salary slot, and I know it hasn't been trendy for years to take a running back in the number 1 overall position, but I'm telling you, I think that guy that guy looks pretty special. He doesn't strike me as the type who may or may not be able to adapt to the NFL. With quarterbacks, you always run the risk of their game not adapting well to the NFL because, you know, most of the schemes they run in college are vastly different than the schemes they run in the NFL. So if it were me, that's who I'd take. Another Harrison Phillips, P position. Ohio Baseball Exchange says he believes that the Browns are going to trade that number 1 pick, which really, if they are planning to trade it, it's pretty smart that they're going to float that they want Baker Mayfield because there's a couple other teams that have expressed interest in Baker. So perhaps they're trying to get those teams to get off their tails and make a trade offer. Could be. Stranger things have happened. Kerryon Johnson, game day ticket, numbered to 25 for the bidding position J. I'll get it out in a minute. That one is a sticker auto. I don't know. I'd say anybody that goes in the first round tomorrow is probably, they're going to make good money and they're going to be happy that they were chosen. But number 1 overall got to be a little special. No matter how much they say, oh, it doesn't matter, I'll play anywhere, I'll just be happy to be drafted. You know, they kind of all want to go number 1. Trenton Thompson for bidding position T. I read today on, was it Bleacher Report? Might have been. That I guess there's a little buzz out there that the Patriots may try to use their round 1 on a quarterback, and perhaps they're considering trading up. Richie James for the Jays to 99. All the way around, I think it'll be an interesting, really first and second round. Of course, this year they're televising the whole entire draft from start to finish, which is a lot of coverage. Clay Matthews insert to 99. Followed by Justin Reed for the R's. In fact, it's so much space to fill up over the course of 3 days that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to have a parrot, an actual bird, announce their round 3 selection. So, yeah, that ought to be interesting. Probably be the first time that we've had an animal announce an NFL draft selection, at least first time I would remember that happening. Mark Andrews for the A's. But hey, you got to get creative when you've got that many rounds across 3 days of coverage. This is the last of the contenders. Don't really anticipate opening more of this just because we've got score coming, and of course then a deluge of new football products in the pipeline coming behind this. Mike White for the W's. Just got the notice today that they're taking orders for Gold Standard football. So happy to see that that is, in fact, coming back this year. Kind of figured it was, but you never know with Panini. Jair Alexander for the A's. You would, trying to think what else. Oh, Leaf got pushed. Leaf Ultimate Draft was originally scheduled to be maybe this week, and Leaf Valiant Draft next week or something like that. But they've moved them both back. So Leaf Ultimate Draft is going to be, I think, May the 18th is the new day. And Valiant Draft, which is the one that always has a graded card in it, Valiant Draft got pushed back maybe into the early part of June. Josie Jewell for the bidding position J. But of course, we're going to have Majestic again this year, which we had last year. It looks like they've revamped it a little. It's a 6-box case this year instead of a 5-box case. They've changed the price point a little. They've changed the content a little. Of course, the card design's different. To 49, Trevor Siemian for the S's. Our autograph hit is another Ejiofor. So the E's are rolling through this half case. But I'm kind of anxious to get into. I mean, I am anxious to get into score, but oh, it's so many cards. It kind of just, I hate thinking about that part of it, but I like the idea of starting on it. But I hate the idea of 1,600 cards in a third of a case break. Corey Robertson for the R's. But I'm definitely ready to start getting into the meat of 2018 football. Oh, Ohio Baseball Card Exchange says maybe Lamar Jackson has signed something for Leaf. I don't know. I haven't seen the checklist yet for any of those Leaf products. You know, Leaf is really bad about sharing their checklists, it seems. Philip Lindsay to 15 for bidding position L. I don't know. It seems like Leaf is really... You have to kind of work most of the time to get their checklists. Maybe after they put it up, after it's actually out in the marketplace, sometimes they put them up. Sometimes they don't. You just kind of never know. No, they don't have any kind of licensing agreement. I'm not talking about their licensing. I'm talking about literally their checklist that they don't show very often ahead of time, and sometimes not even after the product is out. Ronald Jones cracked ice to 23 for bidding position J. Yeah, Leaf stuff has pretty much all of their cards have always been just authorized by the player. They don't do NFL or NFL Players Association or even collegiate agreements. It's always individual player. Kyle Lauletta. We pulled a Lauletta last night. However, this one is numbered to 15. So even better, as we keep going along here, we're finding a lot of nice low number hits, and I think Lauletta may turn out to be pretty useful. He's in what I call the second tier of, in terms of where they'll be drafted. He's not in the big five. He's probably in the second group of 5. But I think he may turn out to be useful. Oh yeah, Leaf Trinity is fantastic. Justin Reed for the R's. We opened, of course, some Trinity baseball recently. Trinity football, not out yet, but Trinity is always so nice with Leaf. They do those patches that are fantastic. Some of the best patches in the industry, I think. I did not buy Leaf Pearl this year, and I really don't kind of even know. I know kind of why. It was expensive, and it was coming out kind of around the time I had some other stuff, and I just decided to pass on it. But it has been really good this year, and I probably should have gotten it. And we just pulled a little 1 of 1 there. How about that? And it is Ed Reed, 1 of 1 insert. See our nice little handy writing there. Number 215, we have somebody for the W's, Denzel Ward for the W's. So yeah, I don't really, sometimes I look at things and I don't know, I often pay attention to what's coming out around it because it's a lot of cash flow when you have multiple products coming out, especially if they're higher end or you have a high quantity of something. So sometimes I'll look at something and just think, I don't know about that. And Leaf Pearl happened to be one of those. Auden Tate for the T's. Because it was kind of pricey. But of course it has turned out to be completely worth it. So there you go. I've got to do something with that. Greatest Hits Baseball. I keep meaning to do it, and then I keep forgetting to get it listed because it's going to have to be, I don't know, I think I'll do it random team, fixed price or something. It was supposed to be a case, and they entered the order incorrectly. They entered the order as a box instead of a case. Fumagalli for bidding position F. I mean, and it's $600 a box, so it's nothing to sneeze at, and it has usually really good hits in it. Of course, they do greatest hits, baseball, basketball, and football. But I would normally have it as a case, so I just have the 1 box and haven't really figured out what to do with it. Oh, that Lauletta is yours? Awesome, man. Well, that is a very nice hit, numbered to 15. We did pull a Lauletta last night, but as I said, it was not numbered to 15, so this one tonight actually a little bit nicer in that regard. For bidding position G, Mike Jasicki. But I know I've seen you in chat before, Ohio Baseball Card Exchange, so I guess I'm just used to seeing you in chat. I didn't realize this is the first time you had jumped in on the eBay side of it. So I'm glad that we were able to pull something for you tonight. Next out, Mike Hughes for the letter H. Yeah, I never know who is who. Well, I shouldn't say never. Sometimes I do. But a lot of times people obviously use a different YouTube username than you would use on eBay. And oftentimes both of those are completely different than your actual name. So a lot of times I don't know who's who unless somebody, when they are in chat somewhere along the way, they type in, oh, hey, it's so-and-so. Then I know and can usually retain it. But in the absence of that, sometimes I don't keep straight in my head who's who. Doris Fountain for bidding position F. All right, guys, we have got, and gals, we have got 3 packs left to go. So 3 hits yet to find. So get your mojo working. If we haven't pulled who you're looking for yet, now's the time to try and conjure it up. Kaiser White. W's. W's and S's seem to hit a whole lot in this particular set, it seems. And of course, we'll recap after I open that last pack and we look through it. We'll recap everything, and then if you happen to miss it earlier, I'll pop the spreadsheet up there again real quickly that will show your anticipated shipping date and all that jazz. Philip Lindsay for the L's. One pack left. Last pack mojo. A Jabril Peppers insert numbered 215. And that might be the mojo pattern. Panini has so many different flipping patterns with different names that, yeah, it's hard to keep track of them. The E's, you got a nice little Rashaan Evans hit. E's did all right tonight. Some nights they don't hit a ton of stuff, but they did tonight do pretty well, the E's. All right, let's recap our signed cards. We'll recap. Oh, we got to do something in random first too, though, don't we? So this whole stack of collegiate connections, here's what's going to happen. I will put in left side of the card and right side of the card into random.org. We will hit random. I will hit random 3 different times, and wherever it ends on the 3rd time will tell us where the card's going to go. So, for example, if it ended up on the left side, it would go, in this case, to Hines. If it ended up on the right side, it would go to Samuel, so on and so forth. So that's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to bring you along with me, and we're going to let random.org make a decision for us here. I do always enter cards either left to right or top to bottom, depending on how they're oriented. So that's standard the way that I always put it in. So this is left and right. First one you can ignore. The second one you can ignore. Here comes our 3rd and final. And there you'll see 3 times our date and time stamp. It comes up to the left side of the card. So we'll do a quick buzz through these and, of course, go into the left side. So you've got the H, the C, the D, the W, M, S, W, so on and so forth. I mean, you see them as they go through there, but they're all going to go to the player or coach that you see on the left-hand side in this case. But I do like to look through them all so that you'll kind of know what you're going to get. All right, so that's that. We'll now take a look at our inserts that are numbered to 15, the Jabril Peppers. Our sweet little 1 of 1 for Ed Reed. You can just you can barely tell that that's 1 of 1. I mean, you can see it written on there, but there's otherwise not a lot of differences in it. To 49, Trevor Siemian. Clay Matthews to 99. And, oh, I forgot to say what Sue is numbered to 99. And then Fournette also to 99. Now, if you should happen to want a magnetic one-touch case for anything you pulled in this break, or really any break with me, I'm happy to do that. It's at my cost for the case, the PayPal fees, etc. It ends up being $3 for anything up to, like a booklet case is a little more. The 260 and 360 point cases are a little more, but the rest of them at $3. Chark to 15. Rashaan Evans. We're not going to look at the backs of all these again. We already looked at them once. Lindsay, White, Fountain, Hughes, Gesicki, Fumagalli, Tate, Ward. Oh, Ward is to 15. Didn't say that. Reed, nice little Lauletta to 15. A cracked ice Ronald Jones to 23. Lindsay again, this one to 15. Robertson. Ejiofor, Jewel, Alexander, White, Andrews, Reed. Numbered to 99, we have Richie James, Thompson, Johnson, and Johnson is numbered to 25 on our game day ticket inserts. Phillips, Samuels, Richie James again to 99. A little cracked ice Anthony Averett to 23. Dawson, Phillips, cracked ice to 23. This is really nice. Cortland Sutton school colors. Hayden Hurst, Hamilton to 99. Edmonds to 99. Ejiofor, and finally Simonek. All right, that is all we've got for tonight. But as I promised you I would do, I will put up the spreadsheet again for anybody who maybe jumped in late. You might have missed it earlier, or you're just kind of cruising along and checking out the recorded version and you went right to the end. There you go. So once again, Friday is the anticipated shipping date for Contenders Draft Picks. However, I think I can get that out to you sooner. I'm pretty sure I can. And also for draft picks, if you happen to not pull anything for your bidding position, you will not have to wait for your next package for it to ship because it's a paid shipping break. It will go out when the rest of the break ships. So that's what we're looking at there. Here's another quick little buzz through what's coming up in the days ahead. Lots of Bowman baseball, looking for that $60,000 Ohtani one-of-one autographed superfractor. Of course, that's just what Blowout Cards is willing to pay for at $60,000. Who knows? Somebody else might be willing to pay more. You never know. But a guaranteed $60K from them anyway. And then, of course, we'll start score on Friday night. Basketball all day Saturday or all night Saturday. And then a mix of stuff other than that. So, guys, that's it for tonight. Thank you once again. I appreciate everyone who bids and breaks and hangs out with me. So we'll see you again the next time. Until then, take care. Oh, thank you too, Ohio Baseball Card Exchange. I appreciate you. Bye-bye.